What is going on, everybody? Thank you for clicking the link. This is your boy Crisis 20, where real tutorials will take you to the next level. Today, you guys will be learning some Final Fantasy VII tips and tricks. All right, guys, it is what you absolutely must know to start off your Final Fantasy VII adventure. All right, we're going to talk about what settings you should be using, what materia everybody should have, and some tips and tricks on that, how to get more damage from your characters, and so much more, guys. This is what you guys will be learning today. First, I want to go over the settings. So we're going to go to System, Options, and then we're going to go to Camera and Controls. The first thing to change is the camera distance. This will probably help you with your camera issues that you have while in battle and out if you so choose. But in battle, you want to change this to 3. And if you have camera issues out of battle, go ahead and change it to 3 as well. Next, we want to change the lock-on controls. So instead of using the right stick, it was helpful for me to use the left and right directional buttons. This may be a subtle change, but this really helped me lock on certain enemies that I really wanted to lock on. All right, so it just helped me switch enemies a lot quicker than using the right stick. And then last in the camera and controls menu, we want to change the combo targeting to free. It allows the left thumbstick to switch targets while performing a combo. All right. So next we're going to move on to the battle settings. For the battle settings, I recommend you use your shortcuts. All right. So you just want to go in here and change which shortcut you want to use. All right. I found this very, very helpful. It helps keep the gameplay a lot smoother when you know the shortcuts and what you want to do at what particular time. It just saves a lot of time. And it just keeps the pace going without hitting the X button all the time to bring up the menu. I found this very helpful, so just apply your shortcuts and let me know what you think. And also, while I'm here in the battle settings, if you find yourself not switching characters in battle often, it's best that you want to change your leader. Changing your leader will help you with a couple of things. First off, it will force you to use other characters' abilities and magic abilities. You need to keep using the materia over and over to build the AP of that materia, so that way you can move to the next level of that materia. If you find yourself in one of those two predicaments, you're not using the abilities or you need to use the spells more often to build up AP, then you might want to look into this option until you get the swing of things. So that's all I have for settings. Alright, so let's move on to materia. When it comes to healing materia, you want to make sure every character has a healing materia slotted on them. Healing in this game is an absolute must, but at the very least, make sure you have one character that has the healing materia slotted on them. HP up. You want to also equip this on everyone that you can. As the name says, it provides more HP. So you definitely want to max this out as early as you can. You definitely want to give these two at least to Cloud and Barret. Also, you can even equip 2 HP up materias on one character if you really wanted to. The same goes for MP up. It may not be as important as HP, but it also gives a nice boost up to 50% of MP as well. You might want to use this materia for your casters, but if you can equip it earlier on in the game, you definitely will be a force to reckon with later on in the game. So overall, equip MP up to anyone that you can, especially your casters. Alright, so now let's talk about the elemental materia. When you link this elemental materia to a fire, ice, lightning, and wind materia, it will attach its status effect to the weapon or to the armor that you choose. All right, it just depends on where you link them. Right now, as you can see, Cloud has the materia on him, and next to it is the fire materia. This does not mean it is linked. Nobody out there really is going to tell you how to link the elemental materia. They're just going to let you figure it out on your own. No, I'm going to show you everything so that way you guys understand. Right now, The elemental material is not linked to the fire. And the reason why it is not linked because there is a small line in between the elemental material and the fire material. That small line lets you know that it is separate from all other material. Now, if I was to remove this and put it on Tifa, you see, now it glows. That's how you know it's linked, because in between the elemental material and the ice material, it's a widened hole. It's not a line no more. It's a wide hole in between the two materials. So that's how you know it is linked. Now, when I use Tifa in a fight, every attack that she does is going to be ice focused. So it's going to produce more damage on top of a raw strength. So if I had this same exact slot equipped on my armor, instead of increasing my attack, it will negate some of the ice effects that the opponent tries to attack me with. Depending on the level of the elemental material, it will either cut my hit points in half, prevent it from even hitting me, or absorb it to give me HP. All right, so the ice that I equipped with this elemental material will not scale or produce more damage because of how many stars you've already gained with that specific spell materia, aka the ice materia. So you want to combine this materia with the low level materia so you can turn your close range fighter into a swagged out hard hitting weakness expert. This materia takes long to level up, so you want to make sure you equip this materia with someone at all times until you max it out. So now let's talk about Chakra. Chakra materia is very key as well. Chakra is considered an ability, it's not magic, so therefore no MP will be used. So make sure you use this to save yourself some MP. Also, another good trick is that you can use this ability along with Barret's lifesaver. So when he's taking all the hits for his party, then you can use Chakra to recover some of his health back. So that's just a quick tip. Next up, I want to talk about the barrier materia. The person with the least amount of magic should have this equipped on them. For me, right now it's Barret because I don't have any casters yet, but I'm thinking I might make Barret my support character. I say that because he have a move called Lifesaver. He takes damage that's intended for other party members. And also for the proficiency bonus, restores an ally's HP one time during activation. So that being said, I feel like he's the protector. I feel like he wants to protect everybody. He wants to be that go-to hero, right? You guys could use whatever character you want. But I find that when I'm in battles, I barely use Barret's abilities for some reason. So maybe that'll change later on in the game. But for right now, I'm going to make Barret my support guy. So I'm going to give him all my support materia once I'm able to have more slots open. So support materia would be the barrier materia. Cleansing materia, I'll also give him the assess materia as well. Cleansing materia just clears any status effects that's wrong with you. In the game, I would say you want to level this up too as well, because there are opponents that will poison you and things like that. So you definitely want to make sure you have this available instead of using an item. That is one thing I did not do, obviously, but you definitely want to do that when you can. Now, when it comes to limit breaks, you definitely want to make sure that you at least see the limit break at least once, right? After you experience that limit break one time, the next time you do have a chance to use it, you want to switch off that character. The reason why you want to switch off the character is because while during the animation of the limit break, everybody in your party is doing regular damage. They're not doing any abilities, they're not doing any spells or anything like that. So once you start the limit break on said character, hop off to another one and just go ability crazy on your opponent. You have a good couple seconds for that animation to finish off. So while during that time, just use abilities on your other characters. All right, let's move on to Barret's attack cancel. Barret actually has a cancel. When you hold the square or the attack button and it gets to the part where he's about to reload, it takes a couple seconds for him to gather himself because he's stuck in the animation. So what you want to do is when Barret is about to reload, you just cancel the reload with the triangle button or Barrett's charge. Now let's talk about Cloud's counterattack. When you press triangle or the operator mode when you're using Cloud, he forms a glittery smoke around him. Now anytime an opponent attacks while he's in that state, or when that cloud of smoke is around him, he will automatically counterattack any physical attack that comes his way. It's all about timing. Also, while you're in operator mode, you can hold the block button, which is R1 on the controller. Any enemy that physically attacks you while holding the block in operator mode will automatically perform a counter as well. And that about wraps it up for me, guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. This is strictly off of my own experience. This is what I believe you guys should know when you're first starting off this game, at least the first half anyway. I know there's videos out there, but everybody wants to rush. Everybody wants to be that first video out there so that way people can look at their content. No, I sit back and I take my time and I make sure that I give you guys established tips and tricks, okay? And I will create another video on the second half of the game of what you guys should absolutely know. All right, learn it, know it, add it to your repertoire. This is your boy Crisis 20, and I'll catch you guys at another Final Fantasy VII Remake tutorial. Peace.